Hey guys, Chris Horrocks with AfterburnerStoves.com. Today's video is all about cooking on the StoveTec Rocket Stove. Well, what are we gonna have? What are we gonna have? What shall we have? How about some pork and beans? You might have some of that in a survival scenario, tucked away, freeze dried, or even in a can. Come have a look. All right, so pork and beans. Again, these could be from a can, they could be freeze dried, they could be homemade. It doesn't matter. The StoveTec Rocket Stove will cook whatever you got in a disaster, or just on a camping trip, or just because you don't want to spend money for utilities and you got scrap that you pruned off your trees. Whatever the deal is, here we're cooking pork and beans. Now, a lot of folks, they do bean, wieners and beans. Well, I actually like to do a baked bean kind of flavor profile with my pork and beans. So I do the molasses, brown sugar, a little bit of spices like red pepper, but not a lot, just to bring out the flavor. You don't want it to taste hot and spicy because that's not what baked beans are. And then of course you could do a little bit of smoke flavor if you wish. Sometimes I actually smoke my entire batch of baked beans in my Traeger because it's so good. Anyway, I'll show you the spices I add here in a sec. Okay, so for me, when I do my pork and beans and I'm shooting for that baked bean flavor, I start with a little bit of garlic granules. This is to taste, and this is based on the brand of garlic granules you have, or if you dehydrated and ground up your own garlic. You know, so some batches are stronger than others. So I do a little garlic flavor. I love garlic in almost everything. And then I do a little brown sugar. And you're not trying to make this sickening sweet or whatever. You're just trying to bring out the sweetness in the beans and make it taste good, you know. But it shouldn't be sickening sweet, and the molasses is going to also add to this, so you don't want too much sugar. I break up the clump, stir it in. And then molasses, which, you know, raises a whole bunch of interesting questions about molasses in January and stuff. Of course, it's not January, but you get the idea. Molasses is known to be slow. And I'm down to the bottom of this container, so it'll take a little bit. And this is to taste again. There's no set recipe that I use. Anyway, here we go, molasses. I like a couple tablespoons, but you know, again, that's a little bit too sweet for some people. Of course, this is blackstrap molasses. It's not sickening sweet at all. Has a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bitterness. It's quite yummy, really good stuff. And then I stir that in, and we call that yummy. It's just like baked beans that you would bake in the oven, only you don't need an oven and you get the same flavor profile. I just wanted to show you the how much wood we were using to heat those beans. That's it. One large stick, one small. There's still a couple butt ends of some sticks from from before that are still in there as embers. That's what keeps the wood burning, is the embers in the combustion chamber. But you can see you heat food in just a few minutes using just a few sticks. It's quite efficient, and in a disaster, when charcoal, propane, electricity, natural gas are all impossible, sticks, scraps, and woody weed stalks are always available to cook with when you've got a rocket stove from AfterburnerStoves.com.